Have you ever noticed how loud the world has gotten these days? Everybody has an opinion. Everybody got a platform. Everybody got something that they want you to believe, support, celebrate, or just plain out accept. But somehow, when it comes to Jesus, we're told to keep it down. You can believe in Jesus, just don't talk about him too much. Oh, I like this one. You can follow Jesus, just don't let your faith interfere with what the culture says is acceptable. It's almost like the world is saying, Jesus is fine, just be quiet about him. That kind of reminds me about the story of the two blind men in Matthew chapter 20. Now, Matthew chapter 20 verse 31 says, "Be quiet," the crowd yelled at them, but they only shouted louder, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on us." You see, these two men were sitting on the side of the road when Jesus was passing by. They were blind, so they couldn't see him, but they knew who he was. So they cried out to him, and the crowd told them to be quiet. But I love how they responded, man. They didn't get embarrassed. They didn't worry about what everybody thought about them. They got louder. See, sometimes this world feels exactly like that crowd, don't it? The world tells us to keep your faith to yourself, quiet down your worship, tone down your obedience, stop talking about Jesus so much. But those two blind men, man, they taught us a very valuable lesson that day. You see, when the world tells you to be quiet about Jesus, be louder. And I ain't talking about volume, man. I'm talking about being louder with your life. Be louder in your faith when everybody else is out here walking by sight. Be louder in your love when hate has the microphone. Be louder in your obedience when compromise is way more popular. And be louder in your worship when the world gives you 1,000 reasons to complain instead. Because look what happened when those blind men refused to be quiet. Jesus stopped. See, the crowd wanted them silent, but their faith refused to shut up. Brothers and sisters, don't let the crowd determine the volume of your faith, ever. We can't continue to whisper about our faith and what we believe while the world continues to scream about what it believes. And being loud doesn't mean being hateful or disrespectful. It means being bold. We're being bold in faith, bold in love, bold in obedience, and bold in worship. So when the world says, be quiet, man, just turn the volume of your life all the way up. Because if Jesus is worth following, he's definitely worth being loud and unashamed for. Amen.